What's going on, YouTube? Hope everybody's doing all right. We're gonna wait a little bit here, see if anybody shows up today. See what's going on. It's been a quiet few days in the Crazy Bags neighborhood. That's for sure. Not a soul. Oh, we got one person. It's probably Stefan.
No.
It's probably Stefan. Oh, it's David H. What's going on, guys? Oh, I got CRST beside me now. Not much, man. Just hanging out. We just turned down a load. We're over here in Edwardsville, Illinois. I get to work. Hey, I turned down a load to Salt Lake. I wasn't driving into another winter storm, so they gave me a beer load. They sent me a beer load to Salt Lake. No, Stefan's in here, Taco. My student's in here. But they sent me a load to Salt Lake City, a beer load out of Budweiser here in St. Louis. And I told them, no thanks, I'll pass. So it took them about 15 minutes and they sent us another load. I guess it's like a punishment load, maybe. I don't know. It picks up tomorrow. So I guess we're getting the rest of the day off. And going to pick one up tomorrow over here at Hershey where we delivered this morning. We're going to pick one up tomorrow morning and take it up to Joliet, 236 miles. So we're getting them big team miles for today and tomorrow, 236, and it pays $700 and something dollars. So it pays, $2.85, $2.90 a mile, but I wasn't going back into that damn storm, guys. Wasn't doing it. What's going on, guys? Coming to Prime on the 18th. All right, Chris. Come join the slew of people there. Get it going. Yeah, you meant turning down a load. Yeah, Taco, a lot of people turning down loads right now, man. That's going to be another nasty storm cutting across 80 and 90 up there. And I simply told him, I'll read you the exact message I sent him word for word. There's a huge winter storm rolling through there. I have been sent into every storm since January 19th. I am passing on this load. No thanks. That was my response to him, and they took it off of me. How you doing, Bob? Hey, Dave was trying to get a load and get home. I don't blame you, Dave. I don't blame you. The more often you can get home, David, the less hand lotion you'll need. Yeah, camera, the same way. I mean, we were stuck in it for all last week, Everybody knows I was negative last week. My settlement last week was negative $1,015. Everybody knows that. So I haven't hid that fact. It was bad. And this week, bailed me out. Had a good week this week. We ran pretty hard. And we've already got one load headed for next week already. The load we brought down here. It paid $1,000, and then this one will pay $17. So Friday morning, I'll have $1,700 in. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to kill myself in this bad weather. That's for sure. Do you train out of Pittston? Strange, they can have us train out of anywhere. It just depends on where they have students and what they want us to do. That's what it all boils down to. Yeah, Chad will be negative this week, but he was also home and then stuck in Springfield, if y'all remember, for a few days. What's going on, Kiana? Is that Nick and Carla next to me? No, it's not Nick and Carla next to me. It's not. It's a white dude. Do you make more money team driving? Yeah, you can make a lot more money team driving. You can. Not always, but yeah, you can make a lot more money team driving, especially here at Prime. Yeah, Valken, I bet you're ready, buddy. I bet you're ready. Missing bumper. Now they got their bumper fixed. So guys, I looked into CRST, guys, because I've been running my mouth about them. So I wanted to give them a fair look and look at it. Yeah, there's Sean talking about that load. So guys, CRST pays 70% of the load now. They don't pay mileage no more. They have a percentage option. So they're paying 70% of the load now is what they're paying. So are doing all right. And it's funny because I got monetized yesterday, guys. So my videos now are getting ads in them, and CRST's an ad in most of my videos. So that's pretty funny. That I'm doing Prime videos here at Prime, and CRST's the advertisement at the beginning of them. But CRST did a couple things, man. They stepped it up for Nick and Carla, and they're taking good care of them now. I figured they would. Yeah, see, right? Yeah, I mean, it was funny too because the very first video I hit to check to see if my ads were on there, it was a CRST ad. I was laughing my ass off, guys. It was pretty funny. What kind of questions should I ask about other companies? Well, you want to get the total. If you're going to do, Bob, if you're going to do lease purchase, you want to get the total breakdown of the entire fixed cost, okay? Don't just get a truck payment fee. You want to know truck payment, insurances, communication. You want to know everything. Payroll fees. Tell them you want to know every single fee, including a maintenance account or maintenance, however their maintenance works. So CRST, when I looked at it, Nick and Carla are only paying, guys, about $900 a week for their truck. They do not have a maintenance account there. They have a maintenance program. And they just contribute to the maintenance program. And it is a set cost. It is a fixed cost. So that's actually a positive thing. That's something I didn't think they'd have that they do have. So that's good for them. I mean, you probably need it on a truck with 500,000 miles because that's a lot of miles, guys. What's going on, Seether? Yeah, that's CRST right beside me, guys. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Is Prime still having issues with the Qualcomm? I've been having trouble with my navigation for about 3 days now, if that's what you're asking. So, I mean, my navigation's been going in and out something serious. Kind of sucks, to be honest with you. It's working today. 249 miles from that next delivery. No, Bob, it's included. It's included in the truck payment. So when Prime tells you your truck payment's $1,064, which is what mine is, it includes the insurance. There's a couple other small costs. I list them in one of my videos. The Prime Lease Trucker, or the Prime Lease Contractor, what is it? Pay, earning potential, something like a cost, pay, and earning potential. That's the video. I break it down. I literally break down every line and give the cost of each one. Can you make money just running the South? Yeah, Claps, you can. Unless they decide just to not run you to get you out of there. So if they kind of try to push you to leave and sit you for a day or two, I mean, it's kind of addictive if that happens, but, I mean, look, I'm a team. I turned down a load to Salt Lake City, and you're telling me the best thing they had was a 249-mile load going to Joliet for tomorrow, picks up tomorrow morning? Come on. Prime's a big company. We all know they had something else. So this was just a little poke at me for turning it down. That's all it was. A little poke at me for turning it down. Johnny, what the hell are you talking about, man? We ran 4,000 miles in 5 days. So, shit, we ran 4,000 miles in 5 days. We ain't just been sitting around. All right, Bob. Needs the engine replaced. Valken, that's the second one I know of now. That's the second one, Valken. That, if you're telling me that, that's the second Freightliner, brand new Freightliner I know of that's needed the engine replaced. The other one threw a route at 7,000 miles. So that's the second one I've heard about in the last week of a 2020 Freightliner going down like that. Yeah, brother, I'm talking Sean. Yeah, man. I mean, it's going okay. I mean, we're sitting today, but we're not driving into that next winter storm. We come across last night from Pennsylvania. I stopped over in Effingham and took me a nap. And got up this morning, we went in and took a shower. Truck was starting to smell a little funky, so we went in and took a shower this morning, and then we come over and delivered. Now we're just going to sit till tomorrow morning. How you doing, Kevin? Jacob, I couldn't tell you, man. I mean, we might get one of those when we get up there. If you're talking about Monmouth, I mean, they could have done that. There's a couple places up there, but we'll go to Joliet tomorrow night. We're going to leave in the morning. We deliver tomorrow night in Joliet at the Dollar Tree. And then I'm assuming I'll probably get a big meat load going south, hopefully into Florida. I'd gladly take like a 3-dropper into Florida. I'd have no complaints. The rod goes to the engine, I give it back. You got that right, CPAP. Yeah, see, they gave me a load, 240 miles. Picks up tomorrow, delivers tomorrow night. We got to talk. If you want, can I email you? Yeah, Taco, you can email me if you're talking to me. Yeah, it's crazybags357@gmail.com. Yeah, Kevin, it's guys, it would not surprise me if at some point in the next couple months they shut down orientation for like a month. It's starting to get backed up around here, and I just don't know what they're going to do to fix it. I just don't know what they can do to fix it. So, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they'll just keep bringing them in and keep piling them up. You know, keep filling the cupboard, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see.
Or just have like a limit.
Yeah, or have a cap. I think that's what they need to do. They need to put a cap on orientation every week. Hey, you know, we're going to take 50, yeah. You know, we're going to take 50 people a week for orientation for next 2 months in order to get things fixed. David, it's all about trainers, man. You got to have trainers. That's all there is to it. If you don't have trainers, I mean, what are the students going to do? They can't drive by themselves, right? So, I mean, it's strictly a training thing. It's strictly a training thing. Yeah, CPAP, a lot of people, you're right. They go out and they buy a brand new truck or used truck at Freightliner, and they finance it, and then something happens, and it's not like here at Prime. You know, we can walk away from them. You know, they're under warranty, or it's a walk away lease. You go to Freightliner and buy one yourself. You know, that's on you. If it goes down, you're done. You're fixing it. Put those new chaining skills to work. That's right, Johnny. Let me get all over that, buddy. Let me get all over that. Yeah, Jacob, they may do that too. I may go to Ottawa. Jocelyn, Ottawa, Monmouth. I'll be honest with you, I'm hoping I get one of those high value loads out of North Chicago up there, is what I'm hoping. Last couple times I've loaded out of there, that's what I've done. I'll gladly take one of them too. They got a load that goes out of there. It goes from Chicago to over by Allentown. It's 700 and something miles, and it pays like $2,800, $29, almost $3,000. So if I get one of those, that'd be nice. I don't know. Claps, it's all about you, man. I mean, people dream about buying a truck, and good for them if that's what they want to do. It's individual preference. I have no desire to ever own a truck, okay? Like, even if I was ever going to start my own fleet at Prime, I wouldn't buy my trucks. I would lease them. But that's just me. Strange, there's a shortage of trainers across the country in every company.
It's just going to get worse.
So, my brother just got a fat 515-mile load for $631. Where the hell you at? You down there in Florida? You down there in Lake City at the Target? I know you said you were going to Target. You must be in Lake City, Florida. Yeah, Farmer Scoot. Yeah, Ian. There's a couple of them up there. Oh, he's in Ohio. Ugh. That's probably a Walmart load. Yeah, that's a sweet load. It's probably a Walmart load. Probably picks up and goes to a Walmart distribution. All right, so if you're picking up, that's going to be, you don't have to drop it on the day of the delivery, Sean. That's going to be a center point load. You can drop it anytime you get there. Johnny is 3 years on the Peterbilt. It'll be 3 years. Will you ever go local? Maybe when I retire, Claps. I got a $3,000 Uber load for the weekend. That's a good one. 1,400 miles. It's over $2 a mile. It's a good load. Yeah, that's good. Hey, Sean, they ain't real picky about the trailer being dirty either. Just make sure ain't no blood in it. Just make sure there ain't no blood in it. Hi from the UK. Hi, Darty. Over on the other side of the pond. I don't know if I'd ever go local, guys. I kind of like doing what I do. I mean, I miss being with my family, but I mean, if I found the right local job, maybe.
Just get boring.
Like if I lived, so here's the deal, guys. If I lived by a port, okay? If I lived in Los Angeles, Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville, you know, Carolinas, New Orleans, Houston, I would probably buy a used truck and do intermodal in town where I never actually had to leave town. That I might buy a truck for and do on a local thing. Tell you it's not good, yeah. Well, I mean, look, guys, I drove for, I've never talked about this. 2008, I had this ingenious idea. And I left FFEKOLM. Back then, it was just FFE. But in 2008, I left there for 70 days. And I went to work for Averitt Express. I was like, I'm going to go regional for Averitt Express, and I'm going to be home every weekend, and I'm going to have a better life, and life's going to be good and grand. And, well, I went right back. I mean, I said it was 70-something days. I didn't have to go through orientation again. That's how short I was gone. And the problem was, guys, at Averitt, I will tell you, I got home every weekend like they promised. No doubt. They didn't lie about that. I was home every weekend. Some days I'd get home. Some weeks I get home Friday. Some weeks I get home Saturday. Some weeks I'd have to leave Sunday. Some weeks I'd have to leave Monday. But my check, when my take-home pay, would be like $580 a week. And I just didn't do it for me. And that went on for over 2 months. And I was like, this ain't working for me. I need to make more money. And he said, well, honestly, this is what our guys make. I mean, you're regional. You're home every weekend. I mean, the only way you can do more than that is to go over the road. And I said, okay, how's our over the road division work here? And they were like, well, we really don't have one. Everybody's just kind of regional. You just stay out longer without going home. And I said, well, shit, that don't do me no good. Maybe they pay more. Maybe Claps. I mean, it was, I want to say I made 42 cents a mile then at Averitt. I think I was making 42 cents a mile, and I would get about 2,000 miles a week on a good week. Bad weeks I get 1,500, but on a good week I'd get 2,000 miles. That was it. How you doing, McGee? But I mean, it wasn't a terrible job. Like I said, they did get me home every weekend. That's for sure. They definitely followed through on that. It wasn't as long as I would have liked. It was a lot like the way Walmart does it. You know, Walmart just promised you 34 hours at home a week. You know, people tell you, oh yeah, Walmart, you go home every week. You know, you're home a couple days a week. No, you're not. You're home 34 hours, and a lot of times it's exactly 34 hours. Oh, so you're getting max detention on a craft load one day. I think it's either $400 or $600 for max detention on craft. McGee is the guy doing local for JB. Yeah, you know what's funny is I tried to go to work at JB Hunt, and they offered me some kind of recycling dedicated account, and I ended up turning it down. But I actually looked at going to work there at one point, and I decided not to do it. That's for sure. Yeah, Todd's right. Everybody's got to eat, man. You got to make sure, you guys, you pick things that are gonna allow you to eat still, man. Take care of your family. Yeah, Darty. I mean, we have plenty of students here that come through young. We do, but Darty. I'm sure it's the same in the UK as it is here in the US. And trucking's not for everybody. You know, with the European Union the way it is, I'm sure you guys go all over the place. So, it's probably the same thing as us. Gone months at a time sometimes before you get home. It makes it a little rough. Lois paid $700 for 145 miles. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a good paying load if you could have got it off. Oh, I even know which Target you're at. I know exactly where you are now. You're not far from the Pilot and the TA. Right there at exit 78, I think it is. I know right where you're at now. Yeah, that Target sucks. I took a Tyson load there once and got hung up there, Sean. That's for sure. What do I trust the most for directions?
Signs.
Yeah, I mean, my mind.
Yeah.
My mind. That's what I trust. How you doing, Bob? Yeah, that's what I trust is my mind, guys. I don't get lost in a Qualcomm. Like I said, a Qualcomm's been broke for 2 days. The navigation on it has. It works sometimes and doesn't others. I mean, if me and Stefan just sat here and stared at this thing, shit, we'd be on the side of the road right now, still waiting for it to start working again.
Yeah.
Luckily, Stefan has enough wits about him that when I'm sleeping, when it quits working, he kind of realizes it and he goes into action to make sure he knows where he's going. Roll the dice. Yeah, there you go, CPAP. Yeah, CPAP's got the right idea. Just haul ass. Just go.
Just camera down.
I'm going to New York City. Let me just put in here Statue of Liberty, and then we'll figure it out when we get there. There we go. Smash the gas and let the tires roll, man. Get where you got to get. Send a message. All right, David. It comes and goes. I think it has more to do with the placement of the antenna now, guys. I think that's what it is. Sean says Max knows it. He just needs to know the address. And Sean's right. I mean, I can get from one part of the country to the other without ever needing a map or GPS or anything. I just need to know what exit do I get off at, and once I get off at the exit, how do I get to your facility? So I can pick up the phone and call customer and say, okay, I'm coming in. All right, you're in Pennsylvania. I'm coming in on 80. Which exit are you at? What do I need to do? And I just write it down. Nice. Wonder who that is. Made that name up. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, Valken, man. Target can suck sometimes, man. Because they don't like driving. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. There's David H. right there. How you doing, Ralph? How you doing? We're just having a chit chat, man. I turned down a load today for the first time in a long time. And it's just because I'm tired of driving in the freaking winter weather, man. I'm just tired of it. Every storm since January 19th I have driven smack dab into. And I wasn't doing it again. There's another storm coming across 80 or 90 there, and I'm just not doing it again. Plain and simple. I'm not doing it again. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, Sean, the review on most Targets is bad. Johnny, you can do that. I mean, it's a little different with a house. House doesn't have an engine, man, that you're putting miles on. So, that's a hard comparison to me. House is a structural thing. A good built house that's built right will last you 100 years no matter what. You can get the perfect truck and it's built right, and if you're out here running hard, 7-8 years is pretty much done. Unless you spend the money to have the engine completely rebuilt. That's just up to you. How is Pleasant, Iowa? I don't know. That's where you're going, is Pleasant, Iowa? I haven't been there in a while. I have been there. We just come out of Iowa. We were in Chariton. We were at the Hy-Vee. And Bob, I recommend reefer division to everybody, but that's just me. Yeah, you see CRST beside me, guys. Right here, CRST. Choo. How you doing, Kenworth? David, you don't get 7.5 miles to the gallon? I would be shocked if you're not lightweight. You ain't getting 7.5. I'd be really shocked. Hell, Chad was on top of the fuel list this week for our fleet manager. It says, let's see. Tim's Fleet top fuel performers. Number 1, Chad and Jason, 9.42 miles per gallon. I have no desire to tarp and strap, so that's why I don't do flatbed, guys. I have no desire to, I'll just be honest with you, I don't want to tarp and strap. That's why I don't do flatbed. David's getting 6 miles to the gallon? No shit, man, that's crazy. I ran crazy last week and idled my truck for like three full days without turning this truck off, and I got 7 point something. 6.8. Oof. That's nuts, David. It should be way better than that. Yeah, see, like Valken's saying, he idled all week. So did I last week up there in the Northwest. Idled the shit out of the truck, man. And still did good.
Can I steal one of your Mountain Dews?
Yeah, we do 58.
Can I steal one of your Mountain Dews?
I suppose, yeah, go ahead. That was brand new, ain't it?
Yeah. I'll buy a bunch later.
Stefan drinking up my Mountain Dew. 2017 Freightliner. All the lotion's weighing him down. Well, I mean, he's in a lightweight, so I promise you he's hauling those heavy loads, guys. When you guys are in them lightweights, man, there's a reason why they run those lightweights. You know, they can run some 48,000 pound loads. Claps, I've been out too long this time, but this was kind of a planned deal with me and my wife to be out in order to get moved to Springfield. So that's what's going on with me right now. Once we get to Springfield here in the next couple of weeks, my whole situation is going to change. And everybody knows that. I'm going to start doing PSD only. I'm going to start being home a lot more. A lot different. I love how they compare teams with Solo when they show fuel mileage. Yeah, Taco, I mean, they kind of lump everybody together. $12,000 the last load. Yeah, that's a light one, David. I hope you got some fuel mileage on it. If not, they need to get that truck looked at. You should be doing way better than that. How long do you think a driver has to be out to make money? Yeah, Sean, Iowa's going to get snow tomorrow. They sure are. I don't know if it's going to be where you're at, but that's why I didn't go to Salt Lake. I mean, we're going to have a little bit of it up in Joliet, but not a lot. I looked at it, and we'll get there before the snow and deliver after it stops. All right, McGee, take care, man. Be safe out there. And when you're ready for a change, man, knock on Prime's door. No, he's not paying for the gas, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're right. David's a company driver. It doesn't matter what that truck gets. He don't care. I don't know. David, you're still in the room. Tell us, do you get a bonus for, I think they do get a bonus for fuel mileage. I don't remember how much it is. But I think someone told me they were getting like $55 a week or $45 a week, and they were getting real good fuel mileage. Good, Kenworth. We should. I do 58. Stefan's done 58 every trip, everywhere. He's never got, I don't think you're going faster than 58, really, have you, at all?
60.
60 sometimes, but...
Nothing over that.
At least...
I forgot, I saw it
At least 60. When I'm awake, I see 58. He could be like my first student, David Brewer. He'd do 58 until I was in bed, then he'd do 65 until I woke up. That happens a lot in training, I promise you. That happens a lot.
That's funny.
That happens a lot.
Well, according to my hours, it says I go under 60 because I
Yeah.
don't get 600 miles in a day.
Hey, Sean, that load should be ready over there at Walmart. That load should be ready at Walmart when you go over there. So, you know, like I said, we're going to sit around tonight. We're going to do nothing. We're just going to hang out,
Hang out.
watch some TV.
Get fat. Or fatter.
Trifected. Good job, Bradley. Yeah, Brad, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad it helped you, man. That's why I did them. You know, I did them to help my students, but I mean, it has started cycling and everybody's starting to find out about them and start using them, and I'm glad they're helping people. Trifectas are nice. Yeah, you can go. Yeah, oh yeah, you can check all kinds of stuff to see the speed. There's no doubt about it. And repeat, I'll repeat and hammer down. That's pretty funny. That's good stuff. You'll get there, Sean. It's not a bad trip. That's not too bad of a trip. Hopefully you can get there pretty early. Hopefully this guy right here, he's going to try to do a pull through and he's not set up to do a pull through. See if he makes it. Yeah, he made it. It was tight, but he made it. What's going on, Phoenix? What's going on, bud? Been a little bit since Phoenix has been in the house. Are you charged up or no?
Yeah.
What's been going on, Phoenix? You been working? I don't have time to watch more people. Hey, I try to watch a lot of people, man, when I have time. Sometimes I just don't have time. CPAP goes live sometimes. Let's go check out his channel real quick and see what we got. I'm gonna subscribe so next time he's on there I can check him out. See what that's all about. Yeah, I just subscribed, man. I'll check you out. I'll check it out. Oh, that's right. Phoenix was getting married. I remember now. I remember that. Yeah, he said you had to take care of some paperwork before you came after your wedding. I remember that now. We got nice, easy parking today. If anybody's ever been to this Flying J in Pontoon Beach, y'all know what a hellhole this place can be. And we got lucky today. We got here early enough. We got a pull through, just pulled right in. And we're not that far from the fuel island and from the building, so we'll be in pretty good shape tonight. But this place will be full by 5 o'clock. It'll be half bobtails in here taking up the parking lot. This place is a disaster in the evenings. And then tomorrow, Stefan will drive us up north. Guys, Stefan's been putting in some miles. I have to tell y'all. So I'm going to read you Stefan's mileage. Stefan, get on here so I can...
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me get in the sleeper really quick. All right, so I'm going to read y'all Stefan's mileage that he's driven personally in the last 4 days, or 5 days. And we tried to, man. Park bobtail. Yeah, exactly, Ian. That's what everybody does. That's what everybody does. Like, we could do that. We could go back to Hershey right now and drop our trailer off and then come back. But I'm going to keep it because I'm probably going to get, try to get a wash in the morning early enough. We were going to go get a truck wash today. Y'all have no idea how dirty my truck is after being in the Northwest. My truck is so freaking dirty right now on the outside. It is terrible.
Hey, Sean said,
Terrible.
Tell your miles first.
Tell us your miles. After I tell you his, I don't know. Let me tell you Stefan's. So, let's see. March 2nd, 568. March 3rd, 531. March 4th, 578. March 5th, 482. So those are Stefan's miles for the last 4 days. So Stefan's been hammering it. He's been getting at it, man.
I get $700. That's all I get.
All right, David, good luck with that. It's after Phoenix. It's after. That's my actual revenue that I get is what they show me. Stefan will get $700 unless we go over 5,000 miles. No, he's going to get a 34 because he quit driving last night at 11 o'clock, and our load doesn't pick up till 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So he'll get a 34 in. Yeah, thanks, Strange. Appreciate that. All right, so now y'all want to know what I did on those same days?
It's called slave labor over here.
Stefan likes to drive, though.
Yeah, I like to drive.
So what day did I start on you? The 2nd? Yeah. So my miles for them same day is 324, 126, 234, 362. And then I did 283 today that he didn't do. Correct, Sean. It's 14 cents a mile, but they're guaranteed $700. So, but honestly, Stefan likes to work. Stefan prefer to drive.
Yeah.
Stefan would prefer to drive. He hates just sitting here. He's here to drive a truck. He's not here to sit around and watch me drive. How many naps did you get? Every night. All my miles were overnight miles, guys. All my miles were from like 10 at night until 7, 8 in the morning. So I'd stop and sleep along the way. Stefan is right now, he's in a stage where he's trying to do everything. He wants to do everything. And so I kind of stay up with him. We kind of talk about things sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. But, you know, he wants to deal with all the shippers and receivers and stuff. So even today, it was my clock time. I was making a drop and hook. He jumped out of the truck and started helping me disconnect the trailer and stuff. So he likes to be hands-on. Yeah, I got a new neighbor. Knively Incorporated, Ontario, California. Correct, Phoenix. That's the way Stefan is. He'd rather get the miles behind the wheel than in the sleeper. Yeah, Sean, I bet you do. Yeah. Stefan's dealing with all that. He even did the washout yesterday in Hazleton. I didn't even go in. I sat in the truck. He went inside, took care of the washout and everything. Come back out with the receipt while they were washing us out. Is he running too? No, he's in flip-flops.
He's in Crocs.
Oh, he's in Crocs. He is running, isn't he?
Yeah.
Man, there are people jogging around this parking lot. He's got
He's running that direction.
Oh, he is running to the bathroom, so maybe he does. Yeah, I could have interview a CRST driver. I don't know, man. I would talk a lot of shit about them. I probably don't want to do that. Even though like I said, I have CRST ads at the front of my videos, which I find very comical. Where do you pull it up from the Qualcomm? Cameron, are you talking about the 8 days? You just go to your hours of service and go to the 8 days tab, and it shows you each day individually how many miles you drove, if that's what you're talking about. Bags Mountain Dew. It's the truck, Johnny. It's the truck. Johnny, it's because he's been out of the truck so long. How long has it been since you drove a truck?
2013.
So
June of 2013.
So it'd been about 4.5 years since he was behind the wheel of a truck, and you had what, 7 months experience at that point?
About 8.
So
it was November to June.
Yeah, so he had about eight months experience when he drove, and then he didn't drive for 4.5 years.
Well, tractor trailer.
Yeah, tractor trailer. Yeah, he was driving some hazmat box trucks, but no tractor trailer experience in 4.5 years. That's why he had to go through the whole thing. Kimler said it got sharded. That's why he was running. Hey, you'd be surprised. I'll drive. Some days I drive, like we're in the Northwest, I drove every day. Stefan didn't drive at all.
Yeah.
I drove every day. So you can say that, but in the same sense, when we get up there in that bad weather, I did all of the driving. Stefan didn't drive for like 3 freaking days or 4 days. I did all the driving.
So sick.
And he was sick too. Stefan got real sick. All right, see, Pat, be careful out there, man. Be safe. Can that accelerate things? Strange, it depends on which state. because you have to have a permit in certain states depending on where you're going. Yeah, I'm going to be PSD only soon, guys, so it doesn't even matter. So, hi, baby. So my 3-year-old's watching me, guys. He's watching the TV. Did you get cake? Tell mommy to get you some cake. Tell her daddy said you get cake. It never happens to me. No, you automatic. You learn on automatic, man. Prime's pretty much all automatic now. We have a few manual trainers, and they have some manual trucks around, but I'm pretty much going to tell you it's going to be an automatic. Unless you get somebody like Junior Honduras who ordered a manual truck. So, I'm afraid to read this one. I've done the opposite. I'm done for now. Yeah, cake and cookies too. Coming to Prime on the 25th. All right, Johnny.
No wiping involved.
Training sites. I was told I could do either. So Phoenix is asking, what's the major difference between Springfield and Pittston training sites? Phoenix, I don't know for sure. I can tell you the stuff I do know. I'm sure there's other differences. So Springfield, everything's kind of all together at one place at the campus, and so you do everything at the one building. At Pittston, they have to send you out to a doctor's office, is my understanding. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. Is you have to go to Concentric clinic, and it's just different. The hotel setup's different, all that. Target's unloading 1 pallet every 10 minutes. Well, you'd be done in 120 minutes, right? So, no, that'd only be 12 pallets. Holy crap, you'd be 200 minutes. It's only going to take you 3 hours and 10 minutes. You get you a little more detention. Get you a little more detention that way. Take advantage of it, get paid. Might as well make some money. So yeah, guys, we get to be lazy today. We done 4,000 miles in the last 5 days, and today we get to literally do nothing. I drove 268 miles today. Stefan didn't drive any.
Is that guy being security or something? He's been standing there for a while.
Yeah. No, I think he's unloading that diesel truck right there.
Oh, okay.
I think he's delivering that fuel. I think he's making a fuel delivery. Sean said go to Springfield, it's nicer. So
No, you spend more money there.
you spend more money there though, yeah. Pittston's really nice, but it's really small, it's really compact. It's just a lot smaller building, the parking situation. As far as the facility itself in Pittston, the building itself, it's nice. It's brand new, it's nice. It's got nice showers in it, it's got bunk rooms. They actually, my understanding is, they have a whole new staff in the restaurant down there. And they're trying to fix some of the problems they were having before. Do you have to stay on duty? No, Corvette, you do not have to stay on duty to get detention pay. You do not, guys. If you're in your truck at a shipper or receiver and you're laying in the bed hanging out, or you have a curtain pulled, you're in the sleeper berth. All right, you're in the sleeper berth. If you get out of the truck and walk down the street to a restaurant and get something to eat, you're off duty outside a truck. Yes, Dave. That is a true story. Dave Dunn. Right now, there's such a backup on trucks, and there's problems getting hotel rooms because of a basketball tournament. They have put upgrades on hold for 3 weeks. Period. If you're a T&T student right now and you get 30,000 miles today, you're not coming in for 3 weeks, all right? Call your fleet manager. Tell them, hey, I'm ready to upgrade. I want to get my extra money. They will pay you a $300 a week bonus, all right? So you'll get $1,000 guaranteed every week. And the trainer does not pay that $300, Prime does. So if you're a lease operator and you got a T&T student that's about to upgrade, they're going to get $1,000 a week right now, but you're still going to be on the hook for up to $700, not beyond that. Piston only cost me $100 to get into a permit in hand. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. That happens at Springfield too. If you live in Missouri or Illinois, you can do that. Yeah, Dave, that's what they... Now, you might want to find out, Dave, because your flatbed, your trucks are different. You guys have different trucks. So they may have flatbed trucks available. But I know Reefer Division right now is 3 weeks before they want anybody brought in. What's going on, Caliber? Bags, chains. I don't even know who that guy is. I'm sure someone keeps changing their name. I have no clue. That's interesting. When is Sean going to start training? Oh, Lordy. I don't even want to talk about that. I doubt Sean even wants to talk about that. I doubt Sean even wants to talk about training. Change it to Mountain Dew. Y'all are crazy. But I can't wait to be PSD only. Guys, here's the thing, we did, like I said, we did 4,000 miles in 5 days, all right? That's not, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not a lot. It's 800 miles a day. You can do a lot more than that. But we did 800 miles a day in training. If you guys understood how we're trying to do this training compared to just team driving, you would understand that's actually a lot of miles. Because Stefan's got to get his sleep, but if he's wanting to deal with all the shippers and receivers and stuff, that means when I get to a customer, he's got to get out of bed and deal with them. All right? And so in order for that to happen, we can't just full out team drive 1,200 miles a day. We never get, neither one of us get any sleep ever.
Yeah.
And so it has to be different. No, Christopher, I don't think so. I think that's what's going on. I think I think that's what's happening, is they're trying to take care of the experienced drivers coming in to make sure they don't have to wait. So that's why they're putting the students on the back burners right now. And we are starting to get a lot more experienced drivers here. People are understanding, Prime's always had that rep of not the place to be because people didn't understand it. Because people hear $1,000 truck payment and they freak out, in their mind. Instead of getting the rest of the details on the compensation, all right? I'll pay $1,000 a week for my truck all the time as long as my compensation is 40% higher than it is somewhere else, okay? I mean, that's what it boils down to. Dave, I wish I could do that. That would be nice. Keeps me locked in a box. Oh, hell. My chat phone just took a crap. I think this charger done died because it did not work. Oh, this isn't on. What the heck is wrong with this isn't on.
Interesting. Did that die?
I think it did. No, I think this died. I think that died. Oh, that was the dash cam. I was trying to figure out which one that was. Yeah, I think we lost
That fit up here.
yeah, let me plug this back in. You gotta go up and it's got some slack in it still. It's got some slack in it.
It works.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on.
I wonder why it's not working. I wonder why this isn't working yet, because now this is charging.
Electronics, jeez.
So my chat's gonna be a little slow on you guys, and I'm gonna have my finger all up in your faces for a minute. Comes to bands. Oh, see, I can't see it. I can't see anything because my chat died, so I'm having to go off of this. So if anybody's talking smack now, I ain't gonna be able to catch it. Yeah, Chris, that happens to a lot of people. Hey, Prime's got a really, really big high return rate of people coming back to Prime. So no doubt about it. There's a lot of people that want to come back to Prime and work here. Guys, this is a good place to work as far as the industry. So a lot of people will leave here. They're gonna go eat some grass on the other side of the fence. They're gonna test it out. And some of them don't even have a terrible experience. Some of them go to another company and it's actually a good experience. But they also realize that Prime was just a better place to be. And so a lot of times they come back. How many miles does Stefan have left? He's got a lot of miles left.
14 or 15.
Let me look and see what we got, guys. I can tell you what he's got. We can take a peek at it. So, what did we get? Oh, here we go. As of this morning, Stefan's at 15,601 miles. That's as of this morning, I believe. No, that was as of yesterday. And how many did we get last night? 8?
482.
No. 8 something to load.
Oh, combined. Oh.
Yeah, you just look at the load assignment and see how many miles it paid. So Stefan was at 15,601 yesterday. And then that load yesterday paid 8. Total miles was 8 something, I believe. I think total miles was like 850 something, 860 something. We'll see.
Loaded miles 770.
No, total.
Oh, 845.
840. So he got another 845 overnight. So now Stefan's at 16,446. And we'll get a big 230 something tomorrow.
Will this go away? The one that we declined?
Yeah, it'll eventually go away. How long does it take to do the 30,000? Johnny, it just kind of it just kind of depends on what time of year it is, and if you go home, if your trainer goes home, if you go home at separate times. It kind of just depends on a lot of things. When did I pick you up? Do you remember the date?
The day you picked me
Oh, the
up?
day you tested out? I can't remember the day Stefan tested out. Let me think about it. Okay, we can probably look. If I get this other phone to charge up, I can take a peek at it, guys. So, go into your app real quick.
Yes.
Let's take a peek. I can give you the date that he started his TNT. Go into your view loads and then view history. And the first load we took went to where? Tracy, California, didn't it? In your TNT?
So that was first.
No, that was PSD. Yeah, right here. This is your first TNT load. We delivered it on. So we delivered his first TNT load on January 29th. I think we started on the 27th. I think we started TNT on January 27th. So there's 28 days and 4 is 32 and 6. So he's at 38 days right now. So he's at 5 weeks and a couple days, and he's got 16,446 miles. But you got to remember too, he went home. He went home too for 4 days or whatever. Sorry guys, this chat's all freaking broke, man. And Greg, we're doing good, man. We'll see if they come back. I don't know if Nick Carl will come back or not. And look, this is a good place to be. Here's the comment I made to them, all right? Because they keep saying, oh, prime pampers their drivers. I don't call it pampering your drivers when you're supplying them the tools to be successful, okay? I don't. And drivers taking advantage of that doesn't make them weak. It makes them smart, in my opinion. So yes, Prime, they say Prime pampers you because you got the Macro 19s, you got the navigation built into the Qualcomm. You know, they have the fueling network and washout network all built into their app. You can just punch in their app, you go to their app, and it'll show you where you're at, where the closest washout is, where the closest fuel is. It does all that for you. In my opinion, that's not pampering the drivers. In my opinion, that's just supplying the drivers with the tools they need to be successful. That's my opinion. Will Stefan be excited or sad when he upgrades?
Excited.
Excited. He's ready. He's ready. He's tired of sleeping on the top bunk. Yeah. He's tired of sleeping on the top bunk. Now, I can only imagine if he was with a trainer that always made him sleep on the top bunk.
I wouldn't be with the trainer.
So I don't do that. I don't do that. Like even this morning, I took a 5-hour nap on the top bunk. Stefan slept on the bottom. I slept up top. Yeah, I mean, the tools that Prime provides is great, guys. You know? I mean, and look, anything you need, you can get from Prime. All right? You don't have to. You're not required to buy anything from Prime. You don't even have to buy, like, a trailer lock or load locks or nothing from Prime if you don't want to. But they have it all here for you at a discounted rate. All right. You don't even have to use their fueling network. You can go fuel wherever you want. You're going to pay out of your pocket, but you can fuel wherever you want. but they provide you with a network that saves you huge amounts of money. You know, that's a big deal when you can go somewhere and you fill up your truck and the receipt says, you fill up your truck and your trailer and that receipt says $456, okay? And then you get your settlement and you see, okay, fill up wherever, you know, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, truck fuel, tractor fuel, reefer fuel, DEF, it equals $438. Then you see the little thing out the side that says fuel discount minus $135. You go, hell yeah, that's pretty good. You know, but you don't have to take advantage of that. Some drivers don't take advantage of it, and that's why some drivers aren't as successful. So, how's it for you working outside of the outside in the? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you would say. Valken, I had a pair of those in 2008 on a lease truck at FFE, and I didn't see any difference in it. I'll just be honest with you. We were also using cheap tires. We were using Yokohamas, and I was only getting 80,000 miles out of a pair of Yokohamas. I would tell you guys, we used Michelin steer tires at Prime, and the last set I got 189,000 out of them, and they were still legal. This set's got 117. Stefan's own shit back here. This set's got 121,000 on them, and they still look great. This set here that I got on this truck. These tires look great. Whoa, it's Ron Jeremy. Ron, where you been, buddy? Ron, we have missed you. You know, Ron Jeremy's in the house. Guys, I'm getting this chat fired back up on this other phone so I can keep up with you guys. Ron Jeremy's still the hell away from me. You know, Ron's a pretty good guy. If Ron's a guy. I guess we got to find that out first, because we really don't know, do we? I mean, Ron could be a girl. Ron Jeremy could be a female. You know, you just never know. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, guys. It says we got 68 people in the room. Holy crap, we got a little bit of people. They got some advertising for some game on there. I don't even know if that game looks fun. I'm gonna have to look. 18 likes today. Oof. Come on, guys. All right, here we go. Now I can go back, guys. I'm gonna do this really quick. I'm gonna try to do this quicker than David H does. Returning in May after my honeymoon, Prime all the way. I don't want to train. Yeah, there you go. Yikes! Yeah, I mean that's true, Kenworth. I agree with you about the Wilson thing. Did you turn down a load? Yes, Caliber. I turned down a load today. I'd say no.
No more snow.
So no more snow for me. No more snow. Where's the Mountain Dew Fund? I'll donate to that. Hey, there's super chats now, guys. There's super chats. You want to donate to the Mountain Dew Fund? That's how you donate now. Super chats. All right, hey Melvin, what's going on? Just finished last week. Wow, hey, Sean, are you serious? So Sean's got two guys that went to orientation with him. They're just now finishing their TNT phase. Sean's been in his own truck since a few days before Christmas, guys.
Holy crap.
So, and there's people that came to orientation the same time he did. They're just now upgrading. That tells you a lot right there. Not all washouts are on the Prime app. That's correct, Ian. There's some other ones. That's true. Hey, Prime provides a lot of crap for their drivers. I mean, it really does. Can you bring your medical card with you? No, you cannot, guys. You can bring it, but they're going to make you take a physical. Everybody takes a new physical at Prime, period. Why is Stefan standing behind you licking his lips? Well, right now he's eating. He's eating a Cliff Bar.
Cliff Bar.
Yeah, he's eating a Cliff Bar. He was back there throwing shit around.
I was organizing shit.
He was organizing.
Even a cow was falling
Good luck
out.
with that. Good luck with that. It's hard to organize anything with two people in the truck.
Yeah.
It really is, guys. It really is. As a matter of fact, when I get that Peterbilt, I may not even PSD for a month. Ron Jeremy says, you're hot, Stefan. Ron thinks you're hot, buddy.
Nice.
Johnny, it has to be an accredited school. But yes, you can get hired at Prime if you're from what they consider an accredited school. And you're more than welcome to call the recruiting department. They will give you a list of those accredited schools. It's hard with one person when you drive hard. Well, I mean, I don't know. You still can pick up in the evenings. You ain't got that much crap laying around. I will tell you, one thing I did notice, guys, about like the older Peterbilts, that little upper half bunk, man, that's pretty sweet for solo drivers, because you can put your shower bag up there. It's all hidden behind that where Peterbilt part flips up. I never realized that until I got into one of the mid-roof Peterbilts. I actually kind of like that. I wish Freightliner did something like that, a little half bunk like that you could just fold up instead of the whole bunk going up. There was a full moon the other day. How much you really make without the training job? Jimmy, I made like $70,000 or $80,000. If you go watch my video, I break it down. I did not train that year at all. I did no training at all in 2017. I was totally solo. I didn't start training until April of 2018. Can you do a tour of a Peterbilt? Greg, I will gladly do a tour of a Peterbilt when I get mine. So, Sean, quit wearing your shoes in the sleeper, and the floor won't get that dirty. That's all you got to do. So, our floor gets dirty too, but I mean, I vacuum it up, wipe it up. David loves lotion. Y'all getting all over David, ain't you? How many miles are load paid? It's Jimmy, it's 72% of the load, buddy. We get 72% of the load. Sean, go to Walmart. You can get a set of fucking floor mats for 15 bucks. 15 bucks at Walmart. I know you've had a couple nice checks. Shit. Go get you some. Get you some floor mats. Here, y'all want to say hi to I'm going to drink some soda first. You're going to say hi to the people for like 90 seconds. All right.
I know the drill.
I got to recycle some Mountain Dew, so Stefan's going to say hi to y'all. Y'all can talk to Stefan. You got yours?
Yeah.
For just a minute.
It's bright in here.
It is bright. It is bright in here.
I like Cliff bars. I don't know about those other bars. What's up? Who's Casper?
How about how you taught me how to put chains on a truck?
How I help you put chains on the truck?
Yeah, how you taught the trainer, right?
Yeah, that was fun. What's going on, Dad's Adventures? Jimmy wants to know how you pay your note going home.
I pimp out my students.
Yeah. They're wondering if you're taking a shit again.
No, I am not. No,
We turned on a Salt Lake City load.
Yeah, we turned down a Salt Lake City load today, guys. For those who are just getting in the room. Yeah, we turned down a load to Salt Lake from, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we turned down a load to Salt Lake, guys. This is the load we turned down. You wanted to know, Chili wanted to know, was it hard to remember the pre-trip for you?
Sure, like 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah, see, Stefan didn't have to do the pre-trip this time, guys. Since he already had his CDL, he only had to do the engine compartment and the in-cab. That was it. That's all he had to do.
You just gotta read it a lot. Read it and...
They said Stefan got a Note 9. Is that what you got?
Yeah, Note 9.
Yeah, Note 9. Yeah, his phone's a Note 9. No, Brown, I was not on the Porta-John. I was not. It is not. And Tommy, the only reason we turned down the Salt Lake City load is because we're tired of driving into the snow. All right. If the weather would have been good, we would have took the Salt Lake City load because the customer was first come, first serve. The load's already loaded at Anheuser-Busch. It's 1,300 miles to Salt Lake, and it's first come, first serve. We would have had it off. I just don't want to get trapped in no more snow. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the snow. Come to Florida. Vapes, I'd love to be in Florida right now. I'm actually hoping for a meat load to Florida out of Illinois on the next one. That's the goal anyhow. We did get more free candy today. We got a little bar today. Yesterday we got one of the giant XL bars from the Hershey plant in Pennsylvania. And that's from the West Hershey plant. And then today in Edwardsville we got a Hershey bar with almonds. And tomorrow we'll get another piece of candy. How mad did they get when I turned it down? They really didn't get mad. I mean, I told them what I felt, and the only response was, "I understand." That was it. That was their response. Stefan, did you get trainer pay for teaching the trainer how to put on snow chains?
It was my donation.
What about that note solo, $1,300? Hey Jimmy, $1,300 note solo, that's everything though, but just so you know. That's everything. But when you're grossing $4,000 a week and you're only burning $600-700 in fuel, a $1,300 note's nothing, man. Nothing at all, buddy. How many can you miss on pre-trip? Phoenix, I'm not sure what the number is, but you can miss a ton. I will tell you. Did you do crack? What? I don't even want to know. Am I ready for the Pete? Yeah, freight train. I'm beyond ready for the Pete, man. But I can't get it until May 20th. That's when they're saying it's going to be here. So May 20th, I can pick the Pete up, but not before that. And I already showed you guys what it's going to look like. Hey, Sean, did you see the picture? Sean, have you seen the picture of what the Pete's going to look like? I wonder if Sean saw that picture yet. Oh, I did show you? Okay. I didn't know if no, the graphics. I'm talking about the graphics, buddy. I went down and got the graphics worked out with them. The snow, Kenworth. So Sean, here it is. And if you look at the hood, you'll see the autism awareness puzzle pieces along the line there. They're actually going to do the dinosaur on the hood out of those same puzzle pieces. They just didn't have it in their system where they could do it. But that's actually going to be the truck right there. That's going to be the same colors and everything, except for the dinosaur. It's going to be made out of the puzzle pieces. It's going to be made out of the autism awareness puzzle pieces. The dinosaur is. So that is the new truck right there. And then down here, guys, down here on the fairing, it's going to have the YouTube symbol and the subscribe button and all that. It's going to say, it's going to have the YouTube symbol. It's going to say, follow me on YouTube and subscribe or something like that. Yeah, this one cost me, this one's going to be $1,000 because of this dinosaur being made in puzzle pieces. So this dinosaur made in puzzle pieces was $600. And then the rest of it was $400. But that dinosaur is $600. But it'll be well worth it because my son will love it. My son will love it.
It's all about the kids.
Valken, I don't know what the pros and cons are going to be for a Pete. I really don't know. What do I know about a driver manager job? Chef Woody, I don't know nothing about fleet managers, man. I just know I have one. At least it feels like I do most days. Melbourne, Florida, 57 degrees. Yeah. Keep rubbing it in. Michael, I do not have a tour of a Pete like I'm getting right now. Partly because Prime just started getting the Ultra Lofts in. So it's going to be, next time I go to the yard, there might be one there. There was 2 on the list yesterday, or no, 1 yesterday, 2 the day before. I did not check the list today. Yes, Freight Train, my son is, yeah, my son has autism. He is hell on wheels. He's probably watching me still, actually. And yes, Sean's son also has autism. Truck come with a porta potty? No, the truck does not come with a porta potty. Jeez Louise. Gotta love the trolls. Ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Nothing better to do. You saw one in the shop today? Yeah, Rob. There's a few of them around. They're starting to put the APUs on them and stuff like that. I'm gonna take a peek right now, guys. We're gonna see if there was any today on the list. How long have I had this truck? I'll have this truck just under a year. I picked this truck up June 27th. But when the new Ultra Loft came out, I really wanted one, and so that's why I got one. Okay, so they've already cleaned the list off today, guys. I missed it already because there's one truck on there. It's 2017 with 387,000 miles on it, and the lease is up April of next year. So that's all they're showing right now. That's all they're showing. Greg, I can make payments on it. They just have to have the entire, they need 500 like a month before your truck comes. So that way they can cut all the graphics out and have everything ready. And then they need 500, for me, they need 500 the day before they put them on. So I have from now until like April 20th to pay the whole $1,000. Take that back. I have from now until April 20th to pay 500. And then I have from April 20th till probably May 15th to pay the other 500. Yeah, Sean, you're going to pick up probably pick up one of the meat plants. You'll pick up one of the pork plants. If I had to guess. Yeah, there's several YouTube videos on that Peterbilt, guys. Yes, Steven, you still get a lease completion bonus, but it's not going to be $25,000 or $20,000. Probably be more like $8,000 on the lease completion. But yes, you still get a lease completion bonus. That's right, David. Porker, man. You switch trucks every year. I'm going to try not to, Robert. I'm going to try not to switch trucks every year. Can you buy the truck after you lease it? Yes, you can buy the same truck you leased if you choose to. And they will take the down payment out of your lease completion bonus, so you're not out of pocket any money. Mr. Brown, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I just work here, bud. I just work here. I couldn't tell you, man. It makes no sense to me neither. I don't make those decisions. I wish I did, guys, because it... Whew. You know, we bring them in by the busload, but we can't get them upgraded and pushed back out the door. They'll figure it out. They always do. This happened when Cedric went to upgrade as well. Cedric was like... This happened in January, too. They put everybody on hold for like 10 days. It just all depends. Over mileage charge. Phoenix, there's not... What do you mean the over mileage charge? You pay that anyhow. I mean, that comes out like on a weekly basis if you go over certain mileage, but it's not a lot. It's a couple pennies a mile you go over. 4 cents or something. What's up, Scott? For this week, Kenworth? My fleet manager said I need to start running 58. There you go, David. You want to train, run 58, bud. Run 58. Guys, running 58 won't kill you. You know, it's hard for some people to get used to. I know that. Someone was saying it earlier. I think Valken was saying it, man. He'd love to do 58, but it freaking kills him because he's so used to doing 65. You know, but you can make a lot of money doing 58 for completing the lease. Oh, for completing it. Yeah, correct, Phoenix. Aces 2 class, they recommended 50. What? Sean, you're lying. Sean, you got to be lying when you say 50. Surely he hit the wrong button. Surely that's supposed to be an 8 or a 9 and he hit a 0. Right? No way. Yeah, no. 50. I'm not running 50. I'll never run 50. That's nuts. That's nuts. That is crazy. That's an accident waiting to happen, in my opinion. It's still legal, but that's... I can't even imagine doing 50. I mean, I know I'm crazy Bags, but that's a little bit crazier than old Bags wants to do. I ain't doing 50 miles an hour down the damn interstate. 55. Yeah, that's what they told me. Valken, they told me 55 as well, but David, do y'all like how David kind of flexes there? He's like, yeah, I run wide open. David H runs wide open in that company truck. Woo, tear it up, David. What's that? I think 62. They did a guy that run 50 miles an hour for his full 3-year lease, and he saved over $68,000. That's a lot of money. $68,000 is a lot of money, guys. Shit, that's what, $22,333 a year, something like that. No, that's a lot of money. No, $22,666 a year. It's a lot of money. David's laughing. Well, David, you said wide open. And I just kind of chuckle a little bit, man, because ain't none of us running wide open anywhere. Yeah, Chili, I think you could. Easily, Chili. Yeah, Sean, they always show that one. Yeah, see, these two little kids in a Amish wagon, it says, did we just pass a Prime truck or something like that? No, David, 68,000 is at 50 miles an hour. Nothing on list because of the upgrade issue. So Corvette, what are they doing? They're not even showing the trucks on the list? Guys, I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. They're taking care of if they're not putting the trucks on the list, they're picking trucks out individually, calling people up and going, here's your truck. And my guess is it's the experienced drivers are trying to get them the hell out of there so they don't lose them. I don't know for sure. Because here's the thing, guys, the students are paying $700 a week for upgrading. The experienced drivers are not paying anything. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're quietly getting all the experienced drivers who are waiting on trucks into trucks and out the freaking door before they quit, because they're not making any money. And the students are at least making $700 a week laying in the hotel, you know, watching cable TV. Or some of them actually went home. They actually gave some of them bus tickets home. It's funny to get told you're driving fast. So tonight's payday for me. And I actually get checked this week, so what's going on, Pedro? Hola. So I actually get a check this week, and we'll just see how it goes. Well, Phoenix, that depends, because we don't know what happened. For all we know, Freightliner called Prime and said, hey, we're dry for a couple of weeks, but we're going to push you 100 trucks in 3, you know, I'll guarantee you we'll have 100 trucks for you in 3 weeks. So it could be something like that. And that's happened in the past. That happened last summer. Freightliner had a fire at a factory. They couldn't get any trucks to Prime. And so they put upgrades on hold last April, I think, or May, for a couple of weeks. And then they like rushed like 200 trucks into fucking Prime in 1 week and knocked out the entire backlog. I haven't seen a paycheck since 1999. Hey, David, okay. David, I have a serious question for you. I've had a lot of people ask me what company drivers make. I don't really know because I've never been company, David. What would you say a good average number is that a company driver makes, that you've made? You know, we don't have to talk highest or lowest, just a good average. What's kind of what the normal for you? And the Volvos are supposed to be coming too, guys. Yeah, be honest, David. Just give us an honest number. David will be honest. David don't give a shit, guys. If y'all know anything about David H don't care. He's going to be honest with you. So, now they don't have the ProStar Pedro, but they do have the LT. But it doesn't say ProStar anymore on it. But they do have the LT. Hopefully David is thinking, typing or looking up numbers or something. So I will tell you, our 2020 internationals have been very reliable. And they're doing really, really great on fuel mileage. Like really great. Sean says he hopes he makes 200 this week. Well, how much is that load you're getting off right now? Sean, how much revenue did you have? Holy crap, that's a bad week, guys. So David's saying he netted about $1,000. That's before taxes, guys. As a company driver here. So that's about what I thought. It's about what I thought. I was figuring 1,000 to 1,200. So he's saying, so he's probably had weeks where he did 1,200, but he's probably had weeks where he did 800. So he's probably averaging it out. That's good. Oh no, that is after taxes. Well, Sean, they're going to defer your truck payment. You know that, right? Or did they defer your truck payment last week? When you take ACES too, they do a deferred truck payment. You still got to pay it. You just get to pay it at $26 a week for a year. But they probably did that on last week. Oh yeah, so last week you got a big check. Yeah, and they refund you $300 from your bond. They pay you $100 deferred truck payment and refund you $300 from your bond. So last week you had a big check. You were like on top of the world. You were Big Daddy last week. You're calling up like, Mom and Daddy's gonna provide this week. And this week you'll be calling up Mama going, hey, you better sling some more pizza. Daddy needs some money. So David does 4 checks at a time. That's smart, David. That's fair. That's fair. How realistic is $5,000 a week revenue? You talking about solo Phoenix? Oh, she done quit her job. Yeah, so Valken's gonna have to do what I did last week, dip into the emergency fund. Emergency fund's the reason I was able to pay some stuff last week and send some money home. Because, you know, my check didn't have it. That's for sure. No, Dads, he's a leash driver, and he was at, he's not stuck in snow. He's having some problem with some loads. Yeah, Sean's my brother. Sean is my brother. Like my real brother. Just I've said that before, but some people don't get it. Yeah, he's like my real brother, all right? When our mother was alive, we both called her Mom. He's my real brother. Okay, yeah, Taco's got it. 4,000, I think, is a realistic weekly revenue goal for solo. All right, I've had weeks where I've done 6,600 as a solo, but on an average, you know, 4,200, I think, is about where I am as a solo driver. 42, 43. Somewhere in that range is where I was. Yes, Adrian, that's your revenue. That's the revenue. That's before you pay everything. That's the revenue. That's before you pay everything. is what that is. That's the number we're talking about. Is this the one? Is this my, no.
That's for the headsets.
You know where the one for the iPhone is? I'm gonna see if I can find my iPhone charger.
iPhone, yuck.
It was up here somewhere. Because now the iPhone's dying too. Everything's just going to shit at once. Yeah, Phoenix above average. Yeah, a lot of. Hey, I hear Ron Jeremy is too, Phoenix. Y'all have something in common. Y'all have something in common, buddy. What's net for solo lease? David, mine for the whole year, even if you include home time and everything, was 13 something a week. Is what mine was for 2017. Yes, Greg, he drives here at Prime. ACES 2 is a class you go into, Pedro, where they kind of go over with you how you've been doing, and they try to teach you or show you ways that you can improve your profit, or you can improve the money you make. All right, Rocky. All right, Rocket. Let's see. Rocket talked to a Prime recruiter today. Hopefully you got the ball going. Hopefully you got the ball going. What load did I turn down? Beer load to Salt Lake City, out of Edwardsville, Illinois, out of St. Louis. Because there's a winter storm coming and I'm tired of driving in the snow. Yeah, solo take home's $1,500, $2,500. That's very realistic, Taco. I did mine over 52 weeks, so it includes my home time, it includes bad weeks, it includes. I mean, I just did it for the whole year, and it was like after taxes, I took home like 13 something a week, every week for 52 weeks. So it didn't matter, you know, if I was home or not or whatever. That's what the average was, $1,300 something a week for 52 weeks. So I've had my CDL since '95, but haven't drove commercial for a long time. Well, Rocket, they're probably going to make you do some training. Any jobs for Class B drivers? Joe, I don't think Prime has any for Class B, no. I could be wrong, but I don't think so, no. And correct, Sean's correct, guys. When you go to ACES 2, like, the whole class sees...
The shuttle bus driver position, Class B.
The shuttle bus. Someone said the shuttle bus driver. Would you send me a picture or something?
Yeah, I just took a behind the scenes picture.
Oh, okay.
Just put it on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, David, because look, I mean, you got to figure it out for the whole year, right? I mean, you want to know. Correct. Taco's about dead on it. I'm the same way. If I'm grossing my $4,200 a week solo like I normally do, I want to take home $2,000. All right. Now I will tell you all, like when Stefan was at home, I took home like my revenue was I think 41 or something, and I took home what 13 something, wasn't it? I took home 13 something that week. But partly because I had a bunch of stuff coming out. I had $200 a week coming out for the Peterbilt. I had $100 a week coming out for the tax service for some back. I'm getting audited and they had to redo some taxes, some back tax stuff, some back years. So they were redoing some stuff for me, stuff like that. So if you add all that back in and the emergency fund, it ended up being like $1,800 something take home on 4,000 revenue. Yeah, and Sean's right, man. You're like cramming everything in, guys. When you guys are in training, you're like... So I try to tell people, be a sponge, man. Try to absorb it. Even if you're not talking about it, watch. Watch what your trainer's doing and just absorb what he's doing. Just on a regular basis. That'll help you a whole lot, guys. It'll help you a whole lot. Yeah, because Phoenix, those numbers are not even close to accurate, all right? Not even close. You're not going to pay $3 a gallon for fuel. I can tell you that right now. If you are, you're not fueling at the right locations. That's for sure. Well, that's one way to look at it, Phoenix. Yeah, figured on the low end, yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Do I know any trainers at Piston? Robert, I do not. So, I mean, the only trainers I pretty much know here are the YouTube guys, but I don't even really talk to them. Chad Rich, I'm friends with. I actually talked to Busy Blake one time here on my channel. He stepped in the room. I've met Junior Honduras in person. I've talked to him on his channel. I've talked to him on my channel. And then I know some of the trainers in Springfield who do PSD, like Oren and Allen. I know those guys. Yeah, Chad, I'm still yakking. Speaking of asshole Chad, there he is, guys. Chad Rich is in the house. If you guys are new to the channel here and you don't know who Chad Rich is, go ahead and click over there on his picture there and subscribe to him. He's a friend of mine. We're actually going to do a collaboration channel and start doing some like a radio show on YouTube and podcasting and stuff. So that's coming in the near future. It's coming in the near future. How does the fuel surcharge work? Fred, they just figured in when they tell me what my load pays, the fuel surcharge is already figured into it. So it's already figured in. Yeah, that'd be great. Hey, my SOPCJ, guys, is your referral. You know, if you're here hanging out and you decide you're going to look at Prime, yeah, give me a referral. SOPCJ, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So what Sean's talking about is they try to teach you how to pay between 3 and 5 cents a mile for fuel. All right. The way Prime figures that is that's after discounts, after they take the road tax back out of it. That's after everything is removed from it, and after fuel surcharge, they want you to be paying between 3 and 5 cents a mile, which is near impossible to do. There's very low percentage of guys are in that number. All right. And during the summertime, I can get it down to about 5, but most weeks I'm around 8. GBR, I was looking at that the other day. So they are, I don't know if they're actually doing it or not. I haven't checked. And is my name a secret? No, my driver code's SOPCJ. Pretty simple. I mean, you know, y'all know Sean's my brother, so I mean, it's kind of, my name's kind of out there, and my wife had her name on there the one night. Doesn't take a genius to figure it out. But have you ever had a claim rejected load as a lease driver? No, Todd, I have not. I have not. That's for sure. Okay, so part of the changes I saw, guys, is they're talking about getting rid of the 30-minute break rule, okay? They're talking about getting rid of the 8-hour, 30-minute break rule. They are talking about allowing you to extend the 14-hour rule with a 3-hour break in the sleeper. So basically, they're talking about if you stop and take a 3-hour nap, that your 14-hour rule is now extended out to 17 hours. So it just wrote it. My name is James. It really is. That is my name. My name is James. This is a family environment. Yes, Johnny. We use an automatic onboard recording device at Prime. We technically do not have electronic logs. Okay? Company-wide. Anybody who's getting the new Qualcomm with the new setup is on electronic logs. But we still tell everybody we're using automatic onboard recording device, okay? And we have an exemption until the end of this year, and then everybody will have to be on electronic logs. It's the same kind of deal, guys. Not a lot's going to change. Not a lot's going to change on that. Shaking my head, David. SMH, shaking my head. Uncle Chad's family environment. I missed what Uncle Chad said, I guess. I don't see it. I see it says, hey everyone, that's it. Oh, there. Payback will be terrible. It will be, David. I wouldn't mess with Chad if I was you, David H. I have a new Qualcomm works same as the old one. Yes, David. Yeah, most of them do. Most of them do. They're just a little prettier and a little touch screen and all that. Now, has anybody been into one of the new Ultra Lofts that's been at the yard the last few days? I was just curious because I didn't know what kind of Qualcomms they're putting in the new Ultra Lofts. I didn't know if they're putting the new Qualcomm or if they're putting the old Qualcomm. I was just curious about that. But we've only had like, I think somebody said they've had 4 Ultra Lofts or 5 Ultra Lofts for the whole week. So I'd say not many people have been inside of one here this week. Me and Stefan are gonna have Denny's tonight.
Hell yeah, we are.
We're gonna eat some Denny's tonight, guys. We're gonna eat a real meal. Chad's a good guy. Check out his channel. I wouldn't say Chad's a good guy. I would say go check out his channel. It holds a lot of entertainment value. But the good guy thing, that's still up in the air. Most people are still undecided. Might be stretching the truth a little bit. So, the 02 would be his second pickup. So 01 is always your first pickup, and then every stop after that is numbered, and then your final destination is always a 90. What made you decide to trade your truck for a Pete? Todd, I liked the setup in the Pete. I like the cabinet on the Ultra Loft that they have here. Like the shelf. I like the very large closet on the other side. I like the fact that up top has shelves on both sides with a lip so your students can put stuff up there like a CPAP machine and not worry about it falling down. They also have lighter plug-ins and USB ports up there. I like that in the sleeper berth of the Ultra Loft you have a locking control. You have audio, you can lock and unlock your doors. You have radio controls back there. There's just a lot of things different that you don't have in like this Freightliner. A lot of things different. I mean, and look, the truth of it is too, when I wanted leather seats, and when I ordered the Ultra Loft, you could not get leather seats in the Freightliner. They have since changed that. You can now get leather seats in the Freightliner. But I'm going to tell you, in these seats in these Freightliners, the way they are right now, you will never get the ass smell out of them, okay? Especially if you're training and teaming. You're not getting the ass smell out of the seats, all right? That's just reality. You can dump a bottle of Febreze on them, and that seat's still going to smell like ass, all right? And so I wanted the leather to see if I could do little things a little different to prevent that. We'll see. It may not be able to get out of that either.
I have a leather couch, and it doesn't come out.
Trying to end the stat. What do you mean? What do you mean the way I look at the camera? Look, I try to let y'all know I'm interacting with you, all right? What do you want me to do? Just stare out the window like this and talk to you? Be like, hey, all right, guys, here's how things go. Let me just tell you something. No, that don't work for me, all right? You know, I want to be real, straight up with you. I want to look at you. There you go, David. I want to look at you in the eyeball. David H., I'm looking at you right now, buddy. Right now. Now put that lotion away. Stefan said leather couch.
I have a leather couch and it smells like ass.
Does it?
Oh yeah. My particular spot I sit in.
Yes, Todd. Yes. They have to, by law, sleep on that bottom bunk unless the top bunk has a seatbelt on it. You know? Unless it's got a seatbelt, which like the new CR England triple bunk trucks, they have a seatbelt up there. Eye contact with David gets him going. That doesn't surprise me. David just looks like that type. It wouldn't take much to get David going. Y'all gotta be careful what you say around him.
He gets excited.
No, I didn't get a haircut, man. I got it washed today and I threw gel in it, alright? Yeah, I know. We had beauty tips with bags today. I threw a little gel in my hair. So, lotion doesn't have an expiration date, just a fun fact. What's going on, Tom? Tom is back. He's been quiet. I thought he left for a while. Dapper Dan, that's right. I put a little Dapper Dan in there today. It's good to go. Hey, I'm going to tell you, I didn't want to get out of the shower this morning. I got in the shower this morning. I did not want to get out. So this is the second cashier to make funny jokes at me and Stefan when we go in and get a team shower. So I guess that's becoming like a normal, because we went and asked for a team shower and she kind of was saying she didn't want to know what was going on in there, that we needed a team shower.
All jokes.
Correct. Prime's rule is no one rides in top bunk, no one sleeps in top bunk when the truck is in motion. All right. Look, I've had this conversation with y'all. Like when I first started training, it was a little awkward for me sharing my bed, someone else sleeping on my bed. Now it don't bother. It's probably, like Stefan said the other day, it's probably more awkward for the student than the trainer now. Once you trained a while, because I'm used to it. I'm used to it. It don't bother me. It just is what it is. Now, Greg, I never seen one with the one standing up. The only bunks I've seen, the only triple bunk I saw was the 2 standard bunks like I have here, and then the one right up above the seats. That's the only triple bunk truck I've seen. Someone was talking about the astronaut bunk the other day. How you doing, Tim? Someone was talking about that the other day, but I have not seen that. I have not seen that at all. So 67 people in the house. There's a lot of people in the house. Do you have the choice of engine size or brands to get a new truck? No, Johnny, you do not. I think it will tell you. You can call and ask when you order it what you're going to get in there. They'll tell you what your options are, but I don't think there's an option as far as you picking the engine. They will tell you what Freightliner is putting in them, or Peterbilt, or International, or possibly soon Volvos when you go to order one. Beauty tips from Mr. Rogers in his neighborhood. That's right. Got to have beauty tips, guys. Got to represent yourself in the proper manner, all right? Yeah, so got to represent yourself in the proper. Have a little self-pride when you get out of the truck. Just a little bit. Squirrel smell on seat. Try David's lotion. Yeah. All right, Tom. Be careful out there. Yeah, hey, y'all gonna see. Look, you guys are already driving the truck. You already know about the ass smell in the seat, how hard it is to get rid of. You already know about it. But you new guys coming in and you don't know nothing about trucking yet, you're gonna sit up from that seat one day. You're gonna get up from that seat after spending 10 hours in it, and you're gonna smell something, and it's gonna take you a moment to realize what it is. Then you're gonna realize that that's your ass, all right? Because you've been in that seat for 11 hours that day. That's just reality. Old Nene. Nene just posted, huh? I like Nene. Hey, Nene showed these new wire cutters yesterday on her channel. They have them in the Prime store for $6.50. I'm buying a pair. I'm getting a pair. That's what I'm doing. The 12 bunk CR England truck. The fuck you mean 12 bunk? Why would they need 12 bunk truck? Yeah, Valken, those Volvos are nice and they're having no problems. No problems at all. I mean, I don't know why they didn't start ordering them yet. I'm sure the 25 they got it like Success Leasing probably got them at like $100 a week or something. You know they got them dirt cheap from Volvo to try them out. You know they had to have. Prime's got buying power. I guarantee they use it every 100% chance they get. They want to save money. 12 bunks. Why the hell you need 12 bunks in a truck? What are we gonna do? Put everybody in cryo sleep? Because you're gonna have to. Because it's going to be 4 days for the guy in the 12th bunk drive, so you might as well just put him in cryo. Ian, I don't know if they've actually made that decision yet, but my understanding is that at this point, there's no reason for them not to. It's not a truck, it's a bus. That is a bus. That is not a truck, that is a bus. It is a bus. How you doing, Rail? Hell, I miss being on here, guys. I hadn't really had a chance to do a live since Thursday. Today's Wednesday. That's almost a week. So. I had to hire him by now. David, you know how that works. Yeah, Rail, there's been some funk going on. My nose has been tore up for about 10 days or so. I watched one of my videos, man, and it was like, woo! Man, all you hear is that sinus going. That's all you hear is sinus going. That's it. You're good, you come on. Sean remembers. Sean was with me when I made my first YouTube video. Sean was holding the camera when I made the first YouTube video. But the first YouTube video was the engine compartment. Sean there was holding the camera for me. 2 dudes, 1 truck. Mr. Brown, I said that the other day. I said that the other day. Now, Stefan had a worst case scenario last week, guys, for training. He was sick as a dog. How you doing, Dale? Stefan was like super sick last week. Like fever, sick, sinuses, couldn't breathe. He was super sick last week when we were up in that Northwest. Said he. No, they did not bring my name up. Joe, they ain't gonna happen, man. Tesla's going under. They just closed all their showrooms. You can order Teslas online. There ain't gonna be no Tesla truck. Still stuck on it. Well, David, you know it's right. But yeah, talking about Tesla, they're about to go under, guys, and that's a sad thing because I think they could have done a lot better. We'll see. Maybe they'll bail out. Maybe they'll bail themselves out, but they haven't been able to produce the cars for the demand for some reason. You know, they're losing money left and right. That's like Lyft. Y'all see Lyft when public had an IPO, initial public offering at Lyft? Company lost $983 or $87 million last year. That's not a made-up number, guys. That's an accurate number. It's either $983 or $987 million loss last year and went public. That guy's cashing in and getting paid while he can before that company's gone. It only takes 2 beds to take turns in driving. Yeah, I mean, you can do that, Philip. I suppose you could do that. That's the way it used to be at CR England. They had 3 drivers and 2 beds, but now they got that triple bunk truck. You know, maybe Prime will go to that. I don't know. I just can't see that. What do I think about Walmart Fleet Pay? I don't know, Michael. Dale on Tesla. I'm asleep. David, where you at? You at No 1, ain't you? Hey, I got Febreze. I've got Febreze. I don't know which one I got. I think I got Gain. Febreze with Gain. Center remote control them to a shipper receiver. Phoenix, that ain't never gonna work, man. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening, buddy. They can talk about it all they want. How long have they been talking about flying cars, right? You can talk about automated trucks like they've been talking about flying cars since I was a little kid in school. You know, I remember being in like 5th grade, and they were saying, yeah, by the time you're 50, there'll be flying cars. Well, guess what? I'm almost 50. There ain't no flying cars yet. So, oh, you're at Tyson in Rogers, Arkansas. Yeah, walk over there to Casey's and get you some pizza, man. They got good pizza over there at Casey's. Go in there and take a shower, man. Do your laundry. I used to always do that in Rogers. Do that all the time in Rogers. Is a driver shortage true, or is it grossly overstated in the United States? Johnny, I think it's true. I don't think it's overstated. There's a shortage of drivers. And there's not a shortage of people who want to drive. There's a shortage of people who are successful driving and continue to do so. Y'all see the student rolls at Prime. You see how many people we have come in every week? It's just a matter of getting people to stay in the industry. This is a tough life, guys. This is a lifestyle. Chad tells you all the time, this is a lifestyle. He's right on that. All right, this is a lifestyle. It's not a job, and it's not just a lifestyle for you. It's a lifestyle for your family. All right? So everything has to click. You know, my wife, believe me, my wife is not happy right now with me. I promise you. All right? I left the house December 28th. All right? But we also have talked about it and accepted the fact that we're moving to Springfield, and I need to be out here until that happens. Hey, David, just start driving and just say, hey, I need a safe haven. Just take your point. If you're that close to Springfield, man, take your point. Eat a point and go home, man. Eat a point and go home. Well, then you got time, David. Go. Shit, quit looking at me. Quit drooling over me and get the hell out of here. Get home. You can make it. Run wide open, David. You'll make it. Run wide open. Run wide open. Put the pedal on the floor in that truck and go, buddy. You'll make it. Rogers is a pretty good click, though, man. I'll be honest with y'all. It's a little ways. If he goes the back way, he can cut a little bit off of it, but... All right, brother. Talk to you later, man. Be safe. Be safe. Get it done. Yeah, drive. Shit. Get off YouTube and load's ready. Get off YouTube and go. Get the hell down the highway. You might make it. If it takes you 15 minutes to get out of there, it gives you 2 hours and 23 minutes to... Well, now probably 2 hours and 20 minutes to get down the road. And you said you're 2 hours from home. And shit, that sounds like 20-minute leeway to me. You got time in there to stop and use the bathroom if you have to. Oh my goodness. So I'm hoping for a good week this week, guys. We're going to see what happens. You know, me turning down that load. Like I said, they gave us another one, but, you know, it might have been kind of a punishment load, but that's okay. I'm not going to give in and go to Salt Lake. You know, they may have gave me this little load hoping that I'll come back and go, okay, just give me the Salt Lake load, I'm going to go. So that's a very good possibility, but I'm not taking it. I'm not going. Mr. Brown, I don't know if they'll do it or not. They're talking about it. We'll see what happens. But I don't think... Are there some 18-year-olds who I think could handle trucking? Yes, I do. Do I think that's a high percentage? No, I do not. I think the percentage is so low that it'd be too much risk at it. I think your accident rates and your deaths and everything are going to go through the roof if they do that. What? Phil, she put a new video. Look, everybody's bailing out. Phil says that and 3 people gone just like that. Everybody's like, oh, I gotta go check out Nene. I guess she put a video out today. I don't know. She doesn't do lives very often. Every now and then she will, though. I don't know if she's on there or not. I think the trucking industry as a whole doesn't need 18-year-old drivers. I think they need better companies as a whole out there. Correct. Insurance rates are going to go up. I think it's just many things you can do. The industry is what it is, guys. The industry is what it is. I'm going to try to get some of this light out of here, man. Kind of darken it up in here a little bit. That sun's right reflecting off of him. Now I look like a vampire over here. You know, look like I'm something out of freaking Twilight. I mean, I could probably pull this curtain and fix the problem or make it worse. Freaking sun just brighter than shit. No, it didn't really fix it. It didn't really fix it any. All I did was take away my window for smoking. Opportunity. Oh, I'm super white now. Look at that. I'm like white as a ghost. So damn pale, that sun reflecting off the side of this truck over here. Lean back a little bit, might fix it. Yeah, I think they're too young too, guys. That's just my personal opinion, though. I don't know. You know, my opinion don't mean shit. Neither, you know, that's the thing. The people out here doing it every day, you know, we're not the ones who get to make these decisions. It's the people in places that have never been on the road or driven a truck that are making these kind of decisions. So I don't get it. We'll see what happens though. Maybe they'll do it. You know, maybe they'll stick a bunch of 18-year-olds out here, and then we can all see. I think I might be able to fix the camera, guys. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to be worse, better, what. So, no, it's about the same, isn't it? Or seems to be. Just doesn't matter. That sun's just coming in and it's doing its own thing. So, we'll just have to deal with it. Just have to accept it. Where are the 40 virgins at? Leave it up to Nene. Vitamin D is good for me. Yeah, and I didn't get much last week. Yeah, Keith knows I can see it reflecting off me. So.
Oh, I just look like emptied up.
Yeah, truck stop's kind of empty now. People are actually out working, unlike me. You know, me and Stefan, you know, we don't like to work. Y'all know that. You know, we sat around. Yeah, working's overrated. Working's overrated. We sat around all last week. We pretty much crammed everything this week into 4 days. Looking like powder. Yeah, I do look like powder. It's terrible. Pull that curtain over here. Let's see if we can fix this. It does. It's from that movie. You ever see that movie Powder?
Yeah.
Stefan's never seen that movie, guys. He doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that comparison. There was a movie that was about a kid, and he was an albino, and they named him Powder. Or his friends called him Powder. Something happened like that. You know, there you go. Does that look better? And you know what's funny about this? Is there's not a single light on inside the truck at all. The truck's completely dark in here, yet I'm still that bright. Still that bright. Oh, Stefan's gonna mess it up though. Yeah, I'm working on it. Stefan's still dragging stuff around over here. But yeah. And like I said, there's not a single light on in here. I don't know what he's still playing with the curtain. He's still playing with the curtain. No, truth. I mean, at Prime, I usually have a load within an hour of being emptied out. I usually have a load. I mean, like today, we had that load to Salt Lake within an hour of us being empty, and it was ready to pick up. All I had to do was go to Budweiser and pick it up and ride to Salt Lake. I just turned it down. Now I know a little bit about movie magic. Exactly. It's all about lighting. It's all about lighting. We can turn some lights on in here and see if that helps. No, that doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I know it was pretty bad though a minute ago. But see, now when I want to smoke, how bad is it going to be when I go to smoke? It was pretty bad. Well, not if I do that. If I do it like that, it's not too bad, I guess. It'll be all right. So guys, I did look into CRST. I did not call them, but I did do some online research into CRST. I found out that they pay 70% of the load, which is not terrible. You know, the biggest thing about CRST is they're a team company, all right? So I do have to tell y'all, I was quite tickled when Nick was saying, you know, it's expedited freight. We're the 911 of the trucking industry. And I thought to myself, so like, should I put like, make an LLC and name it Crazy Bags Glamorous Trucking, and I can say, yeah, we're the glamorous side of the trucking industry. We're the movie stars of the trucking industry or something. Because all because you put expedited in your name does not mean you ain't no different than any other trucking company. You're no different than any other trucking company, all right? Putting some shit in a name does not change what you are. You're still a trucking company. Going to Cali. My wife ain't going to Cali. My wife's at home with a raging 3-year-old right now who probably wants chicken nuggets and french fries. But working for a trucking company that puts the name Expedited in their name does not mean you're the 911 of the trucking industry. You are not the first responder of the trucking industry, all right? I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Hey, Valken, I ordered this one with them, but they do have them at the parts counter for like $169. Saw you at the Flying J yesterday on 70 PA. Yes, Chris, you did. We stopped there and filled up, actually. We sure did. They were late. See, Sithers got it. Yeah. Chris, you should have honked at me or got out, man. Said something, man. Yeah, we stopped there yesterday and got fuel. I didn't think we were going to make it. We were like on the E. On the E yesterday. And then we overbought, but that's all right. You saw how dirty my truck is, too. My truck is so dirty right now. I'm drinking squirt soda that way I stand out from the crowd. Oh. Yeah, you definitely stand out. Hey, they sell it, too. They sell all that stuff. All them little different sodas. This guy's idling beside me, guys. Hopefully you can still hear me while I smoke. Correct, Taco. Yeah, we did drive about 140 on empty. I'm at the Flying J in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. Hey, Bobby, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. We're getting a day off today. We're just gonna hang out today. I mean, I drove almost 300 miles today overnight, but we're not gonna do it. We'll both end up with 34-hour restarts after this, so we'll be ready to roll again hard starting tomorrow. Well, tomorrow night. So that load goes 200, we got like 249 miles to our delivery, but it's not until 1 a.m. on Friday, so Thursday night. And then I'm just hoping for a big meat load going back to, honestly, Florida. Or if I get one down in Laredo, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind going to Laredo and back up. Wouldn't mind it one bit. Big meat. Yeah, David likes the big meat loads, guys. I tell you, as a lease operator, I love being up in the Midwest and getting those And it drives some guys crazy. I guess I'm different, but I love the 2 and 3 stop meat loads that go to like Florida or Connecticut, Massachusetts, because they always pay $4,000. So you can like make, as a solo driver, you can make your whole week off of one load in 3 days, and the rest of the week doesn't matter. There we go. He's gonna roll out. That's gonna fix a lot of things, I think. Maybe even some of the lighting issues, or make them worse. Ooh, it made them worse. That sun is right there. But it did fix the noise. I'll just put this cigarette out. We'll fix this lighting again. Take care of it. There we go. That's better. Get a load to Cali. Yeah, I mean, that would work too if I can get a load out to Cali. Here's the thing though, man, the loads going to Cali don't pay that great. So the loads going into Cali don't really pay that great. But the loads coming out, I mean, you get a produce load coming out, it pays good. Yes, they did change the idling rules at Prime, guys, to 30 and 80. So they're going to reset all the trucks as you're coming through the yard. You can go to the shop and get it done. And they will, your truck will now idle below 30 degrees and above 80 degrees. It was 90 and 25, I believe. And now they've changed it to 80 and 30. And I idled last week. So we idled last week quite a few days. That's what we did. Oh, Stefan's over here laughing. I have to take a peek what he's watching.
It's jackass clips.
It's a midget wearing a diaper, I can tell you that. There's some midget dude wearing a diaper. He's over here laughing about it. So, yeah, Valken, that's a good load. Johnny, there ain't no telling what they're doing. Maybe they're watching YouTube. Maybe they're watching YouTube. Taking up both lanes. I mean, that happens all the time, though, Johnny. You are right. Especially in the middle of the night, guys. I do that nighttime driving, which that's what I've been doing all week. So that's why Stefan did big numbers and I did smaller numbers. Because I did all my driving at night. I take over 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night and drive 200-300 miles, 350 or so, take a nap. I don't like driving during dead man's hours. From like 3:30 to 6, it sucks. It's Weeman on Jackass, yeah. Drive further at night. I don't want to, man. David, I get sleepy. I get sleepy, man. Now look, when I have a load, if I have a load I have to, then I absolutely will, but if I don't have to, I don't have to. You know. We might get an update from Nick and Carla. Why did I miss something? I'll have to look and see. They've been posting pretty regularly, seems like every few days, but they're like a month behind. I'll be leaving tonight, I'll run 10 hours. Well, David, that's you. You can handle that. I don't like driving at night. I like driving during the day. That's another reason that TNT is rough on me, because of the team driving thing. The team driving thing sucks, in my opinion. I mean, you can make a lot of money doing it. You can make a lot of money TNT training doing it, but it's a different kind of lifestyle. It's a different kind of lifestyle, and you know, that's funny. Let's go ahead and just end this. Let's just take care of him this way. So, gone. That's the easiest way to deal with that kind of stuff. So yeah, you know, David's talking about he drives at night. He's going to drive 10 hours a night. That's a different lifestyle. He probably is used to that. He likes that. I don't. Now, Chad likes that. Chad likes starting at 3 o'clock in the morning and driving until noon. Correct, David. If you did PSD training, you'd be home all the time. You'd be home a lot. I'm going to be home every 3 weeks. To delay their attention. Yeah, I mean, Kenworth, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me a bit. I mean, no, Brown, I did. I wrenched him. I did it myself. I would hope they would return to Prime because, hey, by the way, hey, that's another thing to go over really quick, guys. So I was reading some of the stuff from the Prime Driver Advisory Board meeting, and they're actually testing out a load board here at Prime. I don't know how many trucks are on it right now, but they do have a certain number of trucks on a trial basis right now working off of a load board where they get to go in and pick their own loads. So they're trying it out to see how it works. I'm hoping it works really well because I would love to have a load board here at Prime. Love it. No, they're not vegan. Only Carla's vegan. Nick come out and said she's not vegan no more. David, why would you hook to your trailer if you're at Tyson and not leaving? Just stay in the bobtail area. Hook to it later. Yeah, Steve Alkins like the same page as I am, man. That'd be awesome to be able to pick my own load. Man, I hope they get a load board here. I think that would be amazing. I think it'd be amazing to get a load board here. And have some real choices about what you're doing and where you're going. Now, I know what the concern is, right? The concern is they're going to have a bunch of crap loads they're not going to be able to get covered. But Prime's got enough company trucks now that they should be able to cover the few loads that are left. And here's the thing, you know, all because I think a load's crap doesn't mean the other, unless someone else is going to think so. You know, it all depends on where it's going, if you know people there, if it's close to your home. All that stuff comes into play. All that stuff comes into play. Brew, I don't know who's on it. I don't know how many trucks are on it. I don't know. They supposedly they picked them kind of randomly. I don't know how much truth there is behind that. Now, I would tell you there are some people that's not on the load board that wishes they were. Like me, I wish I was on it. I'd gladly do a trial on a load board. Correct. Hey, see, Kenworth's right too, you know. I mean, sometimes you're going to take crap loads to get to good loads. People just know. You just learn stuff, and it kind of works out. It's all right, Jason. It's all right, bud. We're just hanging out till in the morning. We got a load, picks up in the morning at 11 o'clock. I mean, I better double check that, right? What's today? Today's the 6th, right? Let's take a peek and make sure that I'm doing this properly. Make sure I didn't misread this. So, pick up Hershey, 100 Enterprise Drive, Edwardsville, Thursday, 3/7 at 11 a.m. Delivers Friday, 3/8 at 1:15 a.m. at Dollar Tree Lane, Joliet, Illinois. So total miles is 234 and total pay is $721.71. How old is Stefan?
29.
29. Johnny, when I was on paper logs and before the 30-minute break, I could drive 10 hours. My wife would tell you I've driven 10 hours. How's your home state? No, you passed CDL training. Yeah, bam, they give you paper. They give you paperwork. But you're going to get a Missouri license or Pennsylvania license or however it works. I don't know how different it is in other places, but and usually what you do is you just go to Missouri. You just, right there at Prime, your trainer will take you to the DMV. You get your Missouri CDL, and then the hard copy will come to Prime, and you pick it up, and you just take that hard copy CDL to your home state. Yeah, Ian, load boards would be awesome, man. Load boards would be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you could easily set yourself up really good before you're 30. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind you could do that. That happens. Be nothing wrong with that. Hey guys, I am kind of ashamed of myself this week because I did like 0 video clips this week. We did all this running and I didn't like do any clips at all. So I have like no like content to put on my YouTube. I failed this week. So I'm going to try to set a goal not to fail this coming week and see if I can't get some video clips of everything we're doing. Like I didn't even get no dash cam footage. The little bit I had, I put in a video the other night. So it wasn't very much. It wasn't very much at all. What load did I turn down? Budweiser load to Salt Lake, paid $1,900. No, Strange, they trained 2 students. Yeah, Keith, you're right. Epic fail. I didn't get any video at all. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, we left out of Washington. We went to Iowa. Then we picked up in Iowa. So we delivered in Iowa at 7 a.m. We picked up in Ottawa at like 9 a.m. We delivered the next morning in Hazleton, PA at like 8 a.m. And then we went down and picked up at Hershey yesterday and then delivered here in Edwardsville, Illinois this morning. Ian, I would think they'd have to do that. I think they would have to be 2 separate sides, one for teams and one for solos. I would think they would. I don't know. We don't have a lot of say in it. We have driver advisory board. I don't know who all's on it. 35K load. Well, you're good to go then, David. It won't be hard to axle that thing. You'll be good to go. Yeah, we did, man. We ran good. We ran good. We ran 800. We averaged 800 miles a day. Missed my statement at 1 minute 30. I might have, yeah. Yeah, I might have, Bam. Oh, did you not hear what I said? I kind of answered you. Maybe he just started watching. I wonder if he just started watching, guys. He's at 1 minute and 30 into the video. It's going to be a while because we're like 137 minutes into it now. Less. Less, Johnny. Less. Like, you don't have to unload anything unless you're on flowers. Prime will pay someone to unload it. They pay for the lumpers. And Prime will pay the lumpers, not you. So there's no going to like a grocery place and unloading or anything like that. I mean, you're going to get lumpers to do all that. Prime's going to pay them. And as long as you turn the receipt in, Prime's going to front you the money. You're going to pay them. You're going to turn the receipt in, and Prime's going to make sure it all washes out and you didn't pay anything for them. Prime did. So the only freight I personally unload is flowers. And they suck, but they pay, and there's no appointment times. We've been over that a few times with you guys, but I'd say Stefan would not be too excited to do flowers, but we haven't had one yet, and he's over halfway done with training now, so that helps. So he hasn't had to deal with that yet. But hell, that's because we haven't gone to Florida. Guys, since March 19th, I have been, the furthest south I got was Springfield. No, Keith, I don't get a fuel bonus as an owner-operator. I get fuel discounts. That's as good as a bonus to me, to be honest with you. Not much, Mac. We're just hanging out. Just hanging out. You know, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. Gonna roll up into this Denny's here in a little bit and get something to eat. I'm about hungry. We ate breakfast around 8 o'clock this morning. 8 or 9. I'm starving. I pretty much didn't eat yesterday. Me and Stefan were talking about that. I had some deli ham in my fridge I ate, and I had some leftover Little Caesars pizza in the fridge. I ate it, but that was it. CRST 3 in a room, and you have to pay them back. Patrick, it'd be Denny's. Oh, for training? Hey, Philip, it's cheap. It's not. The unload, you get all the money in the stops. I think they pay you like 18 cents a box. I think. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's 18 cents a box. I believe is what it is. All right, Brown. Take care, buddy. Yeah, there's a Denny's here at this Flying J. So we're going to do the Denny's thing today. We're going to do the Denny's thing. Something a little different. All right, guys, you know what? I think I'm going to call it for right now because I think I'll do another live feed tonight. Let some of the people in the evening catch up. So I'll probably be back around 8 o'clock this evening, Central Time, to hang out for a little bit. If anything exciting happens, I'll be sure to let you all know. But there really ain't been nothing going on. It's kind of a nice, lazy day. But I'm ready to go eat. I think Stefan is too.
Yep. McDonald's was all worn out.
I want some days. Hey, Falcon, we had Little Caesars from Grand Island. So, but yeah, I'll catch up with y'all tonight, probably around 8 o'clock Central Time. I'll jump back on here and we'll just chit-chat some more shit. I ain't got nothing else going on today. Until then, y'all be safe out there. All right, make good choices and don't do shit that's going to fuck up your success.